nose in there. Outside.
I had a choice to make. Am I gonna sit down or am I gonna finish the pass? Am I gonna stay under there? Am I gonna work my best to stay under there?
Careful. Hold the brake.
Well, I have a problem. They're just driving to practice at Caraway, which is an hour away. I'm about halfway there. Had to get off the highway because there was a road closure going up and down these hills and stuff, you know, stuff that might make the truck warm, but nothing that bad. And I'm sitting there at the red light and just steam all up out of the hood. I'm like, oh wow, I've never seen this before. What happened? The heater core line busted off. The return line, you can see it's fogging up the camera. That's right over there. And I saw this Dollar General and pulled in here. It was about 253. So it's hot, but it's not killing it yet. And shut it off, got some water. Apparently there's an O'Reilly's down the street that way. So when you see somebody running down the street for no reason, they might have a good reason. Like I do right now.
Thank you.
Okay. Got my stuff, got the tool to get it off. Hose clamps, everything should be good as long as that's cooled off enough for me to not burn my hands. We'll be good. It's not going to be pretty, but it will work. I thought maybe I had found a better way to route it that is less pinchy on the lines, but I did not. It's gonna have a little kink to it. I wouldn't run it like this forever, but it will work for now. All right, let's fire it up and see if it works. Update, it works, and it set me back exactly 1 hour. I think practice is until 5. I should still be able to run. Oh boy. Sorry about your parking lot, Dollar General. You came in for me clutch. At least I bought something. Just made my first practice run here at Caraway. And I gotta tell you, I discovered something big. At Lonesome Pine, my carburetor was being stupid. The thing would shut off when I'd go to pull in the pits. It didn't want to start when it was hot. I knew something was up with it, but I didn't know what it was and didn't really have time to look into it. Turns out my float screws had backed out and they were too full. It was spilling out of the vent. And Jeremy helped me fix that. I went out there. It feels like I just got 45 more horsepower back. No, you did not miss a video since we fixed the car, but I did run a race before this one. It was just so boring that neither one of us thought it was worth making a full video about, because the entire race, both races, the whole thing looked like this. Some of the off-track interactions and stuff were fun and entertaining, so I'll make a video that's kind of like the behind-the-scenes thing and post it on the Stapleton 42 Extra channel. I thought it was me just getting used to the thing, because the first couple times I drove it, the thing was a rocket. And then after that, I'm kind of like, this thing's kind of a turd. It's just like, all the time. Not anymore, it's fast again, and that is why. Saturday, race day at Caraway, because I was just heaving around tires all over the place, getting our new tires mounted up at their machines they got in the infield over there. I really don't like doing that. So I put that on my list of things I want to have is my own tire machine, so I don't have to do all this as soon as we get to the track. Always makes me nervous, like, oh, the machine's gonna break, someone's not gonna be there, I'm not gonna have enough time. I don't like waiting until the last minute for things. And I will consider it a success for myself if I can race one of the good cars and finish ahead of one of the good cars. Like the 5 guys who have the good cars here that always run well and about the same finishing order. If I could crack into that, I feel like I'm executing above and beyond what I should be doing here, given my experience level with this stuff. I had no idea that first video would do as well as it did. I didn't think that many people cared to see what I was doing, or what it meant to people. Most people who aspire to drive one of these cars never ever get the chance to do it. And I, in a lot of ways, represent the hopes and dreams of all of those people, maybe you, if that's you, to show you what's possible if you just take a random guy and say, here, you know, go do this. Go do it the way it used to be done. And that's exactly what we're doing. I'm doing it the way it used to be done, and I'm getting to learn about it from those guys. Jerry Mayfield's pitted right next to me. If I got a question, I go ask him. If you're one of those people who always wanted to do it, never got to do it for whatever reason, for whatever life circumstance you had, just know know that in here I represent you, and I don't take that lightly. It is a ton of work, but when it's fun, it's fun. When it's not fun, it's not fun. The last few months have been pretty freaking hectic, like the most hectic I think I've ever personally experienced, and we're not even through it yet. We're trying to squeeze all this in and make it work. I am tired all the time. I'm not getting to sleep as much as I should. It's just, but you dig in, you find a new level, and you get through it. That's what winners do, and that's what we're doing. So the cool part about these races, if you come here, you get to meet us, and that's what he did. So what did you just tell me that we wanted to say again?
This blue looks better in person than it does on camera. It's more of a turquoise, and I love it.
That's great. Absolutely. Here I am doing the process that you have to do before you drive one of these things at all, which is heat up the oil in the dry sump oil tank, and then take the oil pump belt off, spin the engine over with an electric drill or some type of apparatus to pump oil, warm oil through the engine to prime it and get some heat in there. That's what I'm doing right now. I've got my M18 angle drill in there, and I do it until I feel the line get warm. Then I know that the warmness is in there, starting to expand up all the tight tolerances and all that. It just makes me feel better whenever I can sort of preheat the block a little bit too. And then I get the belt sort of put on there, get one tooth caught on it, and then I have to bar the motor over manually to get the rest of it on there. After all, this is the Pennzoil car, and you might be wondering, do I actually run Pennzoil in this car? Well, I do. It is Ultra Platinum 0W40, the same stuff you can get on the shelf at your local parts store. I got a 55-gallon drum of it, and the oil tank itself holds about 5 gallons. PJ here, who's a pro. He's gonna help me out. What do you do?
I do vinyl at Legacy Motor Club full time, and then I spot on the weekends. I'm somewhere every single weekend. I do all the John Hunter Nemechek's road course stuff. Spotting's what I've always wanted to do, what I love to do, so hopefully I can keep the car clean and bring it home with a good finish. It's a really good looking car, so we gotta keep it clean.
Should I show your business card?
Yeah, perfect.
You need a spotter, you call PJ right here. I can't testify to the quality of his work yet because I just met him 5 minutes ago, but I'll let you know after the first race. Yeah, I know you'll do good.
This is Mitchell Stapleton. He is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and he has a great YouTube channel. The men's racing series.
That was my best qualifying yet. I wound up 5th, and I out-qualified a few cars that I normally do not. I've never been.
Normally, it's your 3rd race.
Yeah, this is my 3rd race. This is my 3rd qualifying ever in my life. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's going to be some fun racing.
Feel pretty good?
Yeah, feels good. I think I could have done better. Like, if there was a 3rd lap, I think I would have done better, because they weren't like in yet when I got out there. They weren't warm.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have done a better job of heating them up.
That's what I messed up on. I didn't heat them up quite enough.
I don't think I've ever qualified or ran any lap time under any circumstance ever that was that close to yours. You're usually like a half second or more faster than me.
Yeah, you're within 3/10, I think, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
This will be fun. I have qualified Mosley. I've never done that before.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And Bob.
Yeah, that's a comfort thing. Before you know, you'll be like, holy shit, I'm fast.
Do you think the track's going to tighten up more?
Yeah. When people say, oh, well, they get tighter at night, automatically you would think, well, that's weird because why would the front end not work at night? It's actually the front end's working better than day, but the rear's working even that much better, where it's you have better drive to where now you're going to slide the front end, basically. You're hooking up the rear more at night than the front. And that's usually the case with these kind of cars, especially on bi-ply tires. Sometimes that's not so much the case on radials. Very track sensitive on radials. It seems like everywhere we go with these tires on bi-plies, it usually tightens up at night. Almost always.
Do you think I should raise move the track bar a little bit, or leave it the way it is?
We're gonna raise ours like just a couple of rounds.
How much does one round change your feel?
Not a whole lot. That's another thing. We're on radials. One round you'll feel because the sidewall doesn't move. But because the sidewall moves so much, you got to move it a good 1/4 inch to feel it. Two rounds, in my opinion. I can't really feel one round. Like on radials, you'll feel a half a round. On these, 2 rounds, just mainly, and that's all just because the tire just flexes that much more. So
I'd be afraid to take it too far and then be loosey-goosey in the race. I'd rather be a little tight than too loose.
Yeah, you'll get more comfortable being a tick tight versus loose, yeah, for sure. And some people just go on their whole careers with a preference. You know, Jeff Gordon liked a little bit snug, tight, just a little bit. And Jimmy Johnson liked the loose. Like Jimmy Johnson would drive off the right rear and Jeff Gordon drove off the right front. And they both would be fast. So there's no wrong way, really. It's whatever you're comfortable with, really.
With the qualifying invert, I would have started on the pole or the outside pole for this race. I can't remember, but that's happened a few times, and I always choose to go to the back because I hadn't been around other cars, didn't want to be up there and get steamrolled by people, just didn't know. And it just seemed like a better idea for me to start in the back in the beginning. And I did that today. I was on the fence about it because my qualifying times were really good relative to what I had been doing.
Yellow. That's the off-road. No pressure, give here. Water tip when you can. Copy, fans on, everything's good. That was a Friday. What were the last times looking like? Average was mostly 6 and 7. And now the leader, so the 18, Chris Burns, he's averaging about 18.4s, 18.3s. Not too bad, just Rod. Yeah, I was not even going to the floor. Yeah, Singapore, we're in a good spot. Good job taking care of it right there. I can tell you're a pro. I like it. I appreciate it. It means a lot, thank you. I'll give you a good review on Yelp after this. Sounds good. Doubling up the line this time. Pace stars off. Leaders are 10 away. 5. You ready? In the zone. Green flag, green flag. I'll walk out front. Just one outside. 62, faster than you'll clear.
Something that is now on the forefront of my focus to get better at is the restarts and figuring out which gear I actually need to be in and how I can apply the throttle and my following distance and all that. I'm having a hard time figuring out what gear I need to be in because I think my Dodge motor has a lot more low-end torque than most of these other people, so when I talk to them about what they're doing, their information doesn't really work for me because it just blows the tires off in third. But if I put it in fourth, it's kind of a little doggish and I fall behind anyway, so I probably need to leave it in third and just be softer on it or be more aggressive, staying tucked into the bumper of the car in front of me in fourth, depending on how big the track is and what the pace car speed is.
Single file out front, just as leaders right to 2x2 up front. Up to lap 24 completed. Still no pressure in your mirror. problem out front now. Couple at 25. 25.
Now I'm trying to figure out where my opportunity to pass is going to be, because this place is tricky. Coming out of 2, there was a change in the pavement, and that particular spot was extremely slick. It's like you'd hit that and it would just get real loose, start sliding, break the tires loose, whatever. I had almost no forward drive off of 2, which stunk because that seemed to be a similar place that the 11 was struggling in front of me. Sometimes he would hit that and slide up the track, and I thought if I could just be close to him and get in there, I could stay under him on the backstretch. But I'm having a hard time getting the power down to be able to do that.
You're 45 to get 61 out front. Really good job. Really good laps here. Way faster than you can get around it. Slow 75 up top, coming back to you. He's going to hold that 11 up. Outside, outside, outside. Keep looking you down. Keep it all up. Good job. Clear back.
Also, sort of what he does is if he does drift up the track on exit, he'll pinch off the end to take my spot away. So I'd have to pinch my line really, really short, which makes it even harder to drive off. I don't know if he was doing that to block or that's just how he was driving the place. I've been told by a lot of people that the 11 car, his line can be a little bit unpredictable sometimes, and he's had a lot of contact with other cars this season.
62, so under circle up front, roll bottom, forming 11, no problem, 62. Make sure you roll the bottom. Talking hang out up top, slow 62 up top. Outside door, quarter bumper, clear, clear, dropping away. Expansion lane, lap time with the guy out front. This lap's here, mark the rest.
It's also worth noting that the wide angle lens of this GoPro I have here makes things seem a lot farther away than they are. Where about the closest point you see the back of his car to my windshield, my nose is almost touching his bumper. It's a little bit deceptive. 77, chasing an 82 Alpha. I mean, you can watch him, he's exiting low pretty much everywhere. I'm trying to back up a little bit to increase my entry speed and try to get a run on exit, but he's goes so slow that I still feel like I'm having to slow down way too much in the center, and he chops down on the exit, taking that line away. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll try the top and see what happens, and then you can hear the marbles get up into the fender. That didn't work at all. So yeah, I really am not sure what to do here. I'm just sort of hoping that he passes the 75 and maybe I can follow him. I don't really know. Right back to Marsh through there. You got back up corner entry, turn 3. Back up corner entry, turn 3. Overdriving just a little bit. That's where you're losing a little bit of time. Entry of 3. Just like that, perfect. Gained a ton of time with the center, pulling up your drive off. That's where you're going to pass that 11. Really good turn right there. More of that. That was an 1890, 1905. That right there, that's a perfect line right there. Just be careful of those two up front. They're going to brake hard. 75 in trouble.
Really good laps here, man. Way to learn. Take on what the track can give you. Good job. You're in the 80, changing to 82 out front. When you nail that front three right there like that, you gain a ton of time. The perfect 3 and 4. You're 70, 7 0, 93, 93. Perfect lap, but good job.
Now the tires are getting hot, starting to get even more slippery than it was before.
Right there, you can see them out front. Tire pressure in here with it's around 4 to go right here. 4 coming back 3. Coming back 2 to go. Check right up your P6 right there. P6 is really good job, man. Way to learn. Really good job. Jerry Mayfield won the race, 19.
How many times did you count where I could have sent him home and I didn't?
At least 5 or 6.
He owes me, I'll tell him that.
Yeah, 10-4. If we can get around the other 6 race, that'd be beneficial. I mean, you definitely got a honestly a top 5 car, top 3. You get around some guys and race hard. Car's a lot better than what we got in that race. We just got caught up by those guys.
If I'm going to pass him, I want to do it clean, because then I'll know I learned how to do it clean. I don't want to hit him. I almost did. Not even on purpose. Just got real close.
Yeah, 10-4. I think they had the 1. He just checked up. He backed his corner up way too far that time. I think he back on into him.
That's the first time I've ever been out there where I felt like I didn't feel like I was the faster car for probably 2 positions ahead of me, but I don't have the knowledge yet to set up the timing to get around him cleanly. I felt like I was close and I was starting to learn that rhythm of what I needed to do and where I needed to do it by the end, but I didn't want to hit him. Really didn't want to hit him. That's not what I want to do. I want to race him clean. I want to learn how to pass people clean. If I touch somebody to pass them, it's like, it doesn't count to me. I need to learn how to drive this car in a cerebral way to do what it needs to do. Good run, man.
Trying, man.
I couldn't see it, but I heard about it. You're doing real good.
Yeah, it's much better than it's been.
Is that the highest you finished this year?
Yeah, it's the first time we've been on the podium.
Really?
It feels good. Got to make it a little bit better to catch Jeremy.
Hey, the 11 car, I told you. Just remember that. You got to pass him. You got to get up there and stay there and then find the right spot to get him. You know what I mean? Get the nose all the way up the side of it.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Better to get him on exit than entry.
Right, well, just like that. And then you got him, and then you can.
Okay.
You're not going to just pass him in one corner. Feel like we don't have any speed. Like,
I was trying my best not to get into you. I had to check up a couple times.
Listen, it's hard when somebody that bad is in front of you.
So, if I do, I did everything I could to not do that. So you'll see in this video, it was like, your back bumper must have been like right there one time. Like, oh, I'm gonna touch him.
I get it.
And then I'm like, no, I don't want that to happen.
Good job.
you, I want to be able to do it right, so I can learn how to do it right.
We were faster than Bob, but I couldn't get around him. Same thing, he was kind of like me. He was just, you know, he's all over the place. It's hard to pass.
Pace cars now, leaders are, 5. Be ready? Be ready? In the zone. Going out front, green flag, green flag. Oh, well, good, you're clear right there. Keep using that momentum on the bottom, still clear. Clear by 2 lines from here. Still all clear. No pressure can be here, about 4 now, dial it away from them. Got the 23 in front, 19 in front of him. Nothing in here. 23 and 19, Bingo wants to follow them a little bit. They're all teams their way through the field as well. Leader just took lap 20, 2-0.
I was in the last race, which is weird, because I made some adjustments to tighten it up. So maybe the surface just changed that much, because it cooled off a lot.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, temperatures dropped quite a bit. I brought my hoodie back out for this race.
Must be nice.
I definitely try to stay at the bottom if you could. Yeah, 23, all right. 19's probably the best car in the field again. I think he's kind of saving his stuff, that run. I think he's going to turn it on now.
It is slippery as all shit at the bottom. Exit of turn 2, it's like I can't even touch the gas till I'm out of there or the car's sideways.
10-4. Well, probably recommend taking the top then and experiencing that.
If I can keep my outside tires off that pavement down there, it's up to do that, but I don't know if that's the fast way to get around it. Maybe it is if I can get better drive off.
Yeah, 10-4. There's also a bump just off of 2. Do you think you might be hitting that? So tight push switch to cover and brake. 46 control car, your lane. Pace car is off. We are 5 away. Ready. It is on. Going out front. Green flag, green flag. So there's one up top. Top is full, 75. Top is still full, 75. 62 in your lane by 1. Driving away from 62 now. You're clear, whatever you need. 11 cars, look at the top, careful. Hold top out there, you're good. 11 cars, 2 up from you, just big eyes on you, have to be careful. Nothing in your mirror, about 3, 762. 11 car, 23, 2 wide up front, and everybody else in single file. What's that 11 right there? He's going to get loose. You're good.
Hold up, let's watch that again.
Follow it. What's that 11 right there? He's going to get loose. You're good.
Alright, so I just watched the 75 take a swing at the 11, and I feel like I'm going to have a front row seat to something really interesting. If I pay attention, I don't want to be involved in it. So yeah, you can see me back up a little bit here because I am anticipating something to happen that I don't want to be part of.
Fastest lap of the race that time, 18:78.78.
Now I see they're untangled and the thread is gone, so I can get back to trying to pass somebody here.
Really good lap that time, march the rhythm, just like that. 7.5 that time, 75, even faster. Really good job here. Faster than the next 2 out front. 76, good, consistent laps right here. A whole 10 faster than 75 out front. Go get him in. That time, 86. Same time, 84, 84. Outside, door bumper clear, it's out the way. Great corner right there, really good job.
Bob let me go, so that was cool. Now I can catch up to the 11, or try to. I feel like I can, because I haven't had much open track to actually let the car do what it can do up until this point. So now I'm starting to have some real fun.
Really close, 62, 2 up for you.
Every race in the driver's meeting, they specify whether the lap cars are supposed to stay high or low to let the leaders by, and the 62 does sort of whatever he wants anyway.
Right back to Marks and Rhythm. 24, chasing a 29 out front. Really good 3 and 4 right there. Gained a ton off the corner. $18.95, I think it's 19.16 out front. Really good laps right here. They do it for Marks and Rhythm.
I only ran a couple practice sessions the day before here and didn't really know how to drive the place at the beginning of the day. And now I've started to figure out how to get my car through 3 and 4 really, really good. I was slowing down too much before. I had no idea that I could barely touch the brake and just let the thing roll in there, and it would just take it. It just took it. I was not expecting that at all, but by now I've figured that out, and I'm starting to use that to my advantage.
You're 89, chasing a 96 out front. Go get last here.
Now I know I can pass him, and I'm experimenting with my layback distance going into 3 and 4 to try to time it so I don't have to slow down on entry or in the center, and I'm catching up to him just on exit so I can carry that momentum through and not have to rely on the engine to get underneath him. Like this right here, I followed him in too close and I had to slow way down too much in the center to not run into him. So I know next time I gotta back it up almost a whole turn before so I don't have to go down the backstretch slow either.
Outside, make him give you room. Outside. Work hard right here. Work hard. You're clear. Alright, back outside. Come on, work hard. Careful. Hold the brake. You're good. Keep coming. Just a little bit of fender damage on the right front. Nothing major, no rubs. Everything looks good. You're trying to pass, so you got to work hard. And he's trying to take your line away. You're trying to take his line away. That's just racing right there. That's just short track racing. Yeah, I mean, heck, he doored me, and then tried to chop me down, and I'm still there. Danger ground. A wise man once said that, didn't he? Did I get some thick donuts on the door? Got one right around the upper. That's surprising. surprising. That felt like a decent thud. That's the new side too. It took it well. Lavin's coming back to your mirror. Just be careful with him. Make sure you don't do anything stupid. I hope he doesn't. This is pretty normal stuff for him.
I know most of you are probably wondering. I said 9,000 times in this video prior to that I wanted to pass him clean. I didn't want to make any contact, and I made contact, and it looks like my car comes up the track into him, and it does. My hands turn, the car comes up, and he ends up backwards in the wall. And I offer you my transparent explanation of what I feel like happened and how that went down. I remember Jeremy telling me,
Okay. You're not going to just pass him in one corner.
and I wanted to make sure that I stayed underneath him for that turn so I could finish it on the front stretch on exit, not let him get back in front of me, because one, I've been stuck behind him for, I don't know, almost the entire first race, most of the second one now at this point. Two, he didn't leave me any room and hit my door after I had him clean, and he made it not clean. Now, because I missed a bunch of races in the middle of the season, I'm not super versed on how every single person drives, but I have talked to the other guys in there, and I have watched all the videos, and I have seen trends and patterns, and I know that Jamie Mosley's going to be hard to pass. He's going to swing down on you if you don't have your whole car up to his door, pretty much. He likes to chop the entry, he likes to chop the exit. He always seemed like a nice guy. I've never seen him get mad when he gets out of the car or heard any stories of that, but he just drives aggressively. So I knew that going into this. I knew he was going to be hard to pass, and you wouldn't do it in one lap. He didn't leave me any room. He hit my door, so my courtesy of I will do just about anything possible to not run into you is not gone, but it is a lot less. At the same time, out of the corner of my eye, I also see him starting the second half of his football down closer to the apex, and I thought, in that moment, there's no time to think, you just react. I saw him coming down, I anticipated the contact, and I remember tensing up. Like, if someone's gonna hit you, you football, hockey, whatever, you brace for the impact, and that's what I did. In my mind, I tensed up. They say when you're skiing, don't look at the trees, you're gonna go in the trees, you're gonna go what you look at. Well, when I was going in there, I was looking at the back of his car the whole time. If I had been more experienced in that situation, I could have been looking at where I was supposed to be going instead of what I was afraid of running into. And I could have made that turn maybe without contact, or maybe he would have continued to come down and it would have happened anyway in a little bit softer way. I don't know. Either way, I hate tearing stuff up. I don't like it. That's not my first choice. If it was my first choice, it would have happened a gazillion laps ago. I still don't think Jamie Mosley's a bad guy. I know he's probably watching this. Jamie, still did not mean to do that, but I'm here to race and not just gonna follow somebody around. And I feel like because I am new, I don't want people to think that they can walk all over me either. So if you're gonna door me and my nose is in there, I'm gonna do what I can to keep it in there, and that'll be how it goes. But I will not be the first one to break the courtesy of leaving somebody room. If you break it on me, then that's different. But I'm not gonna open that door. I never want to open that door.
So one up this time, I got your P6, 5, go ahead and tighten up, and dissolve, tighten up right there, green flag, just one outside, 2. All clear right there.
A second? Yeah. Get this off and then I can talk to you.
Do you want to hold the camera or do you?
You hold it there.
Okay. I wanted to get the tire temps. Can I do that now?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do tire temps when they're fresh.
Okay. See, man, she's on the spot. Ooh. That's some good racing. I don't know what the fender looks like, but I got more of them. That's the first time I've contacted another car doing this, and I wasn't trying to.
Look at her working that, getting that tire data like a real pro.
Everybody watching this, I'm so glad you're here. I hope you enjoy this half as much as I did. And what I said earlier still stands true. For all those of you who never got to do this for one reason or the other, I'm you. I represent you. And I feel really good to do that. As I never thought I would be able to do this either. My parents wouldn't let me have a go-kart. They wouldn't let me do anything motorsports related. I wasn't even allowed to drag race once my parents got divorced and my dad traveled all the time. I could kind of be sneaky and get away with going to the drag strip, do test and tune with his Escalade, which is, some of you may remember that. That's how all this started. I would go there and I'd put on some junkyard wheels, bald tires, and inflate them to 50 pounds, take all the seats out, run all the gas down, try to go as fast as I could, get back to my little garage, which wasn't at the house. That was a big part of it too. And I'd put it all back together, wipe the numbers off, go home. My dad never knew about it. And I put a supercharger on it, saved up on an LSA supercharger, put it on there when he went out of town one time. And I figured if I could figure out how to do it and I didn't ruin the thing, why would he be mad? Because all he didn't want me to do was void the warranty. And went and did Hot Rod Drag Week with that. And that was when I realized that I could do something with that. And that was 9 years ago. I just didn't stop since. I never thought I'd be here. But at some point I realized that this was the NASCAR world was where I always wanted to be. And that was 5 years ago. So it took 4 years to get to that point, and then once I realized this is where I wanted to be, it took 5 years to get there.
Honey, this is not where I'm like mentally at right now.
I wanted to pass him clean. I wanted to pass him clean. I still wanted to pass him clean. I didn't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen at all.
Your car's fine.
I wanted to raise him for a few laps.
A little up.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
The rap guy can fix that.
I race here every week, but I just want to say we love your YouTube content, man.
Thank you.
It's really good. You did good out there, man.
Thank you.
I watched you build it. Oh, really?
Yeah. Anything you want to say to the internet?
Yeah, appreciate you coming down here to Caraway, and hope we see you back, man.
I was just telling the camera how I appreciate everybody who watches this.
Yeah.
That everybody who always wanted to drive one of these things and never could for whatever life circumstance. I feel like I carry that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was that guy.
I mean, I can only afford to run a little front wheel drive, but it's still just as fun, you know what I mean? But we watched you build it. We watched your first race or whatever, and then, I mean, it's pretty cool. I was glad to see you come down here. So.
Well, thank you. What's your name?
Daniel Hughes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm glad you're here. Sick mustache. Keep it up.
Right, exactly. I mean, yeah.
Spare everybody for more rambling. If you want to hear stories, I can tell stories how all this kind of came to be. If you'd like to know more about that, please leave a comment. But I catch myself from talking more because I feel like no one cares what I have to say.
I'm gonna leave the camera rolling because they're over there complaining.
Yeah, keep it on. It'd be entertaining.
I want to start loading out.
What?
I want to start loading out.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the channel. We do a lot of cool stuff with this racing, and you got to watch me build the car, race it for the first time, wreck it real bad, put a new rear clip on it, and redo the whole back third of the car with new body and everything, and raced it again, and I raced it again. This is the second race back from that. So if you haven't seen those, you can go watch them. I think you do. You can kind of, I'm gonna show you everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. And if I mess something up, I'm gonna show you so you can see what this process actually looks like. I never raced in a stock car, circle track, anything until 3 races ago. It's the first time I did that. I drag raced and I drove like a maniac on back roads when I was in high school and college. And that is my driving pedigree until now. I am very glad you were here today. You helped me a lot.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I hope we can do this again.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Anytime. You got my number, you got my card.
Yeah.
I love working with you all again.
Patty was like, oh yeah, there's a professional spotter here. And I'm like saying to myself thinking, I don't know what that even means. That could mean a lot of things because you can be a professional at anything if you get paid. So I didn't know what to expect. And then when you came on, I was like, oh, okay, like this is okay. But I was like kind of scared at first.
Well, I appreciate it. It means a lot.
You told me to keep my nose in there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's it.
You said keep it in there. I kept it in there.
There you go. That's what it's about. That's short track racing right there.
That's okay. I didn't like that fender anyway. You will accelerate my learning curve tenfold.
Yeah, there you go.
Your eye in the sky guidance helped me freaking. I could catch up at will over there.
Yeah.
I just roll in hard and it would just take it, and everybody else was a dump truck.
Your 3 and 4 was great all night. It was really, really good. making a ton of speed. It was really good.
It was more in there. I didn't even band-aid it with horsepower this time because I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
I had to just let off and throw it in there and let it stick. Where it would screw me is when I throw it in there, I get the guy in front of me was too close and I had to check up, and it killed my my exit.
Yep. That's all. Caraway's a really big momentum track. And then once you lose the momentum, it's tough to get it back.
It's almost like I would have to check way up, like 3 car lengths, and then just zoom on in there so I can hug the bottom and get my full exit speed and then pass them over there.
Yep.
Is that what I should have done?
Yeah, I think that would have been the better way to go about it. That's whenever you make the most speed and whenever you really almost make the passes, but then you got the guy on the top that will kind of come down a little bit, then you get loose. But
I need to work on how far I feel like I can let someone walk and still be confident that I can get back there, because
all that comes with time and just seat time and just experience. You know, that's what it takes. You can see that you can contend with these guys.
Yeah.
You can run with them. You got the pace. It's just about learning and knowledge right now. You know, it's just racecraft. I mean, like Bob's been racing forever.
Forever.
He's been racing forever. So it's just, you know, it's all about time. And obviously, Jeremy, you know, he's a Cup Series guy, got a lot of experience. So it's just.
Oh, I told you, didn't I? I knew it was gonna happen, didn't I?
Yeah.
It happens every time. It's happened all the way up down through here. Everybody's had that problem.
I'd like to thank Pennzoil for making all this possible. I wouldn't have been able to recover from the damage this season and continue to race if it wasn't for their involvement. So I know if you're a race fan, it's important to think about that we need to support things we like. That's how race cars get on the racetrack with a sponsor. That's how I shop. If we're at the store and we need to buy a product and there's a decision to be made between brand A and brand B, and I really don't have a preference, but I know brand B has sponsored a race car before, even if it's a driver I don't like, I'm picking that one because it's important to complete the cycle. They give us racing, we go there. So next time you need an oil change, you go to the parts store, you get some Pennzoil Platinum or Ultra Platinum. I run Ultra Platinum 0W40 in this car straight off the shelf. Go get some of that, you put it in your car, and you know that you are contributing to what makes this happen. I mean, not just for me. Pennzoil's been involved in motorsports for forever. It's just so awesome. Never would have thought. I drive the blue Pennzoil car. Probably the only blue Pennzoil car there ever was. I really like it to be yellow. Maybe if you guys go show your love for Pennzoil, maybe we can make this car yellow next year. That would be really freaking cool, I think. See, this is it right here. It's a new bottle now. I had this one for a while. I used it, but I keep the bottle so I can pump it out of a big jug I have. Like, I got a 55-gallon drum of this stuff, and but obviously I don't want to make 55 gallons here, but I bring it in case I need it. Now let's get this thing loaded up so I can go home and get clean, because I smell like a gym sock. And Logan's just a trooper for dealing with it. If you are familiar with the situation, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody who has to deal with post-race gym sock smell, they deserve some praise too. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. And just please double check to make sure you hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a follow button, so you'll know when we post a new video, or at least you're supposed to. If you hit the subscribe and click the bell, it should give you a notification either on your phone or on YouTube that we post something new. And the Franklin County race day video is coming directly after this one. We have already run it. I'm telling you, that's a fun one too, because Mike Wallace was my spotter. His daughter Chrissy was racing in Jeremy Mayfield's 23 car. So they were in there, and we're actually getting ready to load up now to go to Carteret, where Mike is driving in the race. So I'll be racing in a race with Jeremy Mayfield, Mike Wallace, and Chrissy Wallace. That's going to be fun.